We're back. The producer let me finally go.
Yes, sir, man. Birds in the trap. We back. We back. Happy holidays, everybody. We officially, in holiday season.
Yes.
Hope you all had a great
It's driving
Thanksgiving.
season. Be
You
careful.
guys, ate well, and it's Christmas time now. But I had a great Thanksgiving.
How many houses you hit?
I stayed in A. Had family come in from Virginia. I think it hit about 3 houses, man. Saw some family I haven't seen in a while. Some cousins, I haven't seen in a while. So that was good catching up with them.
I know those to-go places. I know you probably had about 2 bags. Huh?
Oh man, I had like 2 orange food.
But what's the limit on to? I don't want to get too sidetracked, but what's the limit on to-go boxes? Like, do you wait? Do you finish eating the food on Monday? Is Sunday? What's the leftover rate? Like, what's the deadline?
I don't pretty much put a timetable on it, but if I were to go there, I say 3 days max. 2 to 3 days. I'm done with Thanksgiving food. I've ate too much dressing, man.
Okay, that's good.
I gotta get back in the gym, get back right. But the food was amazing from everybody. But yeah, leftovers. I had enough leftovers, man. How was your Thanksgiving, man?
My Thanksgiving was pretty great. I traveled across two states. I went between 2 states in a matter of 2 days. I went from Kentucky to Tennessee, from Kentucky to Tennessee, back and forth the whole time.
I got backtracking.
Yeah, it was where I was staying at. I was staying at Fort Campbell, and it's the base is between Kentucky and Tennessee. And so, like, my brother, he stays in Tennessee, and I stayed in Kentucky, so kept going back and forth. But the Thanksgiving was good overall. The food was – I was nervous at first. It was my first time going up there, so I was a little nervous, but it turned out pretty good, man. So
It didn't disappoint.
it didn't disappoint. The only bad part is I couldn't bring back leftovers because I'm all the way in Tennessee.
Right.
I was really done with Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, so it's kind of bad.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving. I had a good Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I hope our Falcons fans
Good football,
had
too.
a great Thanksgiving as well. Hope you guys are thankful for your families, your friends. Hope everybody was safe and had a good holiday. But let's talk about these dirty birds, man. Tough game out in the nation's capital as we faced the Commanders, this past weekend. Oh man, what are your thoughts, man? I wasn't able to watch the game in full duration because I had to coach practice, but I was able to watch it on my phone, and I missed the fourth quarter, man. In the fourth quarter, I heard things got interesting.
Very interesting. I mean, I watched the game to its entirety, and I mean, that's good Falcon football. I was not mad with the Falcons. It was just the last 2 drives. We tried to throw the ball to Cordell and it just ended up on the wrong side. Shout out to my boy from Alabama, Payne, for getting that tip ball. Really messed us up. And then also just the bad penalty for the punter, so we couldn't really get the ball back and actually have an extra drive. But I mean, overall, the Falcons played good. I wasn't mad the way we played. We got key stops, we made key plays, but just didn't wind up on top. So I think we just got to continue to keep fighting. That's it.
Yeah, my takeaway from the game is what I did get to see. We were able to run the ball pretty well, like we've been doing all season. Like you said, we're top 5 in rushing. And the Commanders, it was, first of all, the game itself, it was kind of like a grit and grind type of game.
Raining.
It was raining.
Yeah,
both teams
cold.
run the ball a lot.
Right. Real gritty.
You know what I'm saying? Real gritty, grindy, like playoff football weather. So, and both teams are respectively trying to make the playoffs, in their division. I mean, I wasn't sleeping on the Commanders one bit because,
At all.
They were the first team to beat the Eagles when they were undefeated. So
And Heineke is playing well.
he's playing well. So I think they're going to ride with
Gunslinger.
I think they're going to ride with Heineke for the rest of the season. The Falcons, on the other hand, we started out pretty well. I believe we put a good drive together on our second drive. We marched all the way down the field and scored.
Yep.
Mariota played well. He seemed very composed. They did a lot of, read options, but it was a lot of read options with Mariota keeping the ball. Usually, it's a lot of zone reads with him, handing off to either Cordell or like Tyler Algier. But like Mariota kept a lot of those balls, and
I always doing his
picked up some
thing.
big
He
yards.
got hit one time. They picked him up. My boy got him like it was nothing. I'm like,
Right.
okay, Mariota,
Yeah, I was so concerned. Like, ooh, dude, drop him, man.
come on, man.
Like he in a heavyweight fight.
We was fighting, and I really enjoyed the way we was playing. As Falcons, we don't play that well in the cold. Like overall, that's just something about the Atlanta Falcons. We just don't play that always that well in the cold sometimes, or the stick one we have. But to see us fighting like that, like we've been doing all year, I was proud of them boys, man. Just got the short end of the stick, man.
Yeah, I feel like besides a couple plays, I mean, I feel like we played pretty good. I mean, despite the conditions.
Yeah.
Like, it was definitely better than the Carolina game with, inclement weather and whatnot. But the Falcons played good. They just, like I said, title of the show, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stick to your strength. Stick to your strength, the run game. Last series of the game, or last drive of the game, we had a chance to score. I mean, the tip interception, 50-50, but I feel like it was second and goal. We run the ball again, and then maybe throw the ball on third down or run the ball. Because on second and goal, if we don't get in the end zone, I think we was at the 4-yard line. We can get to like the 2 or the 1
to the 4.
If we get to the 2 or the 1 yard line, we might try to punch it in, But I just say run the ball one more time.
Right.
And then third and goal is okay. Then if you want to draw a pass play, Arthur Smith, that's fine with me. I just feel like we kind of like went for the home run too quick. I say try to run it, and you still had time on the clock. And I think the Commanders used all their timeouts. Mm-hmm. So they had they couldn't call timeouts, so the pressure's on them. I think how much time was it, like 30 seconds before that?
Like
a couple seconds?
It was like 50 seconds.
Yeah, like 50 seconds, yeah. So I feel like you run the ball there, put pressure on the Commanders. If we score there, shoot, they got to go all the way down the field and kick a field goal. But, I mean, obviously we know what happened, but we got to capitalize on the little things. We got to capitalize on just being consistent and just standing true to our identity. We're a good running team. This is not the Falcon team of old, Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, even though it's boring and it don't look pretty, that don't mean go away from it. If it's working and getting the job done, stick to it.
Stick to it.
You know what I'm saying? Stick to the script.
I don't know what those guys are thinking, man. I agree with you. We could have kept running. We should have kept running, especially the way we were running the ball. I mean, we were really
getting everything we wanted.
And that was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a surprise to me that we weren't able to run the ball that well because they got a strong defensive line. And so to see us do that, I mean, it's tough to go away from it. I mean, I'm not too mad because he was going to Cordell, our best player. But at the same time, like you said, second down, why not just try to run it one more time and then maybe third down, try to throw it or play action or something. But those are tough games, man. Now we fall to what?
On the road with a chance to win.
And Tampa just lost 2 to the Browns in overtime.
Had opportunity to seize first place again, Mike. Oh, man.
I was ready to do my dance.
Do your dance. Those hurt the most, man.
Yeah. I was hurt. Like, I'm not going to lie. My cousin called me. It's funny because 2 of my cousins called me. One call, he from Maryland, so he a Commanders fan.
Oh, Lord.
And I think I had my phone on work mode, so it went straight to voicemail, and he left me a mean voicemail, man.
We had a photo, do not disturb.
It was a minute-long voicemail of him just bashing the Falcons and talking about the Commanders, and I'm just like, this is sad. And then I think my other cousin Byron called. I was in disbelief, man. I couldn't really say much. I was kind of just speechless the way we lost.
Yeah, those losses hurt the most. Close losses, especially like when you can win and you just right there, you know what I'm saying, on the step. But, the Falcons, we have a must-win next week against Pittsburgh. But before I get into that, how'd you think our offense looked without Kyle Pitts, man? Kyle Pitts' injury, we thought it would affect the offense. We talked about it on the last show. But it seemed like the offense was still, productive without Kyle, man.
Yeah, offense was still productive. I think they leaning a lot more on the running game. That's why you see maybe Mariota running the ball more in those run options. So it's tough to tell after one game. With the way we was running, we was able to just stick to what we knew, which is run the ball. It'd be interesting to see how we go against another tough defense and the Steelers to see if we can continue to do that, run the ball some more, or maybe lean more on the receivers because he was still throwing the ball with Drake London and Zacchaeus. Mm-hmm. And then even the I think the first touchdown was a play action to a tight end.
Michael Pruitt,
yeah, a tight end wide open. They didn't see him, so offense looked pretty good without him. Like, we still look good, and that was, like you said, one thing we feared the most. So to see us be productive, I might be able to win my $100 this year.
What bet did you make?
I made a bet with my homeboy. He didn't think the Falcons can win more than 7 games, and we're at 5 right now. We were close to 6. God darn it, we were close to 6, but
Hey,
we got a few more games left, and I think we can sneak one. I ain't gonna say sneak. I guarantee a win against the Steelers.
can you guarantee it?
Yes.
Let the fans know.
Straight bet 500. Bet your mortgage. Bet your mortgage we gonna win.
But yeah, man.
Yes, you heard me. You heard me first. Bet your mortgage, and the Falcons will win this game. You will definitely make some good fortunes for sure. That's a lock for the weekend. How about that?
You heard it from yours truly.
Lock for the weekend. Atlanta Falcons. Boom.
And to piggyback off you, talk about the offense. I feel like it was well, getting the ball, to other guys. I feel like Zacchaeus was definitely a big spark.
Big spark. That's who made the big play. Going to get us to red zone.
A deep ball, like 40 yards or something like that.
Yeah, that's the one that got us to the red zone.
Mm-hmm. So Mariota played. He played okay. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, he played good.
He played good. Obviously, the pick was,
right.
It wasn't really his fault. I got tips.
Come on, man. You be trying to water down Mariota. He played good. He played good.
He played good. He played solid. He played solid. I'll give it to him because he didn't really have any mistakes on his, end. He didn't fumble the ball.
Yeah, he fumbled the ball. He making the right decisions.
He didn't throw any ill-advised interceptions or ill-advised passes. And he was productive in the run game. So
another game without Redder, man. Good God.
Hey, that's not the issue, man. The issue is we gotta just finish games. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It has to be an ultimate team effort. So, and talking about the rest of the team, I want to give kudos to the defense. The defense had another good game. That's back-to-back good, solid games from the defense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Making plays when it mattered, creating turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the quarterback. We didn't sack Heineke, but we got a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah.
He made a couple ill-advised throws and threw a pick. He almost threw 2, but AJ dropped it, but it was still a good play. It was on 4th down, too.
I know. They should have gave that to us.
But to hold him to only 19 points at home is good. So
we're playing good.
Yeah. This is in the rain.
Yeah.
So that was solid.
Got a nice sack. Tell you, hey, defense not too bad. We getting healthy. As you see, we got back healthy a little bit.
Yeah.
We're pretty good. We're pretty good on defense. We got to, like you said, bend but don't break.
Yeah, we could just put it all together, man. We got 5 weeks left. We could just put it all together, man. The Falcons could be, they could be dangerous, but it's a big if. We have to put it together.
It's always special to see Falcons put a complete game together.
And I still have faith in this team. I believe we can. It may not be every game, but I feel like it's going to be a game when it matters, Mike.
Okay.
To help us get into the playoffs. We put it all together. So we'll see. And
because we're still in it.
Still in it, man. Tampa lost.
Tampa lost, so we're still just a game behind.
Yeah, we're only a half game out of first place. Which leads to my next question. Do you think, 5 games left in the season, how confident are you in the Falcons, having a chance for the playoffs, man? Despite what you've seen this team this season.
I think we got a good chance as long as the conference continues to play bad. That's the only reason we have a chance. If the Bucs can continue to play bad or down to expectations, then we have a chance. And our schedule, shows that as well. I mean, you look at our schedule, we got the Steelers, the bye week, Saints, Ravens, Cardinals, and then the Bucs. All teams who aren't playing the best but are still a competitive teams that we have a chance to, get a dub in or sneak something. As long as we're fighting and making the right decisions, stuff like that, and playing the defense we are capable of playing, I think we got a chance in every one of those games. So I think we can make this playoff push. And like you said, we can just put it all together on a weekly basis. We'll be good. And we can definitely win this division for sure.
Oh, yeah, no question. I believe we can make some noise, man, especially if we can get into the tournament. But it's crazy because we have the talent to make the playoff. We have the talent to beat, some good teams. We just have to play complementary football. We have to put things together. We have to put everything together. We have to execute our game plan on both sides. All three phases, offense, defense, and special teams. I mean, if we do that, it's fool's gold. We don't know what can happen. The Falcons could be a Cinderella team. Who knows? But it starts in the division. We have to win the division to get in, despite our record. So that's the main focus. Because after the Steelers, we got to bye, and then we play the Saints. So these next 3 weeks are huge. Yeah. So, hey, man, we can win. I don't know if we can win both because the Steelers not going to be a slouch. We'll be giving our scouting reports tonight because, they play on Monday night against the Colts.
I know, we're going to check them out. Najee and them boys. Yeah. Trash.
We're going to have to, we're going to have our hands full next week in Mercedes-Benz. If you got any Steelers fans, tell them to stay at home because I don't want to see a lot of yellow, terrible towels in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's not going to make the stadium look good, man, with all that red and black in there, man.
They're going to be all over the place.
Yes.
It's going to be insane.
Yeah, man. So, how you feeling about this matchup, man?
It's going to be good to get back in the Benz. Hope I can finesse that parking pass like last time.
Yeah, but, smooth, boy.
Yeah, man. Hope I can get back in there. But it's going to be nice to be back there. Back home, something I love is when we get back home, maybe Mariota just plays a little bit better. Maybe because he's more comfortable and stuff. And I think the biggest test is how we're going to do against this defense. Just like last week. How are we going to look as an offense against a tough defense? And if we can continue to do what we did against the Redskins, we could do that against the Steelers. The Commanders, I'm sorry. We can go back and do that against the Steelers because, they just got T.J. Watt. They got who else they got?
They got
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick, he's good.
So those are the big two notable guys. I think
they got some DBs. I can't think of their names right now, but like you said, they got a solid defense.
They got a solid defense. So it just depends on how we come out against them. But if we can run that ball, we got a chance. And the offense, you already know the offense is kind of piss poor, not really productive. They've definitely lowered expectations. People didn't expect the Steelers to look just this bad.
Now, talking about the Steelers.
Because they got a rookie quarterback starting.
That leads me to my point. Now, in your predictions before the season, how do you feel about Kenny Pickett since you've seen him so far this season?
I haven't really been watching him, but is he starting? He's not even starting.
Mitchell starting?
I think the other rookie started. You might have to look that up.
He got hurt, didn't he?
He might have. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man. Yeah, but anyway, Kenny Pickett, he was the main starter.
Yeah, so they've been doing a lot of different quarterback changes, and that works out in our favor. You know what I'm saying? If we can definitely get some pressure on him, if we can score and make it uncomfortable for him, have him throwing the ball more, that's going to work on our favor. And it's going to be good to be back in that Benz, and we can get to win 6, man, and the Bucs lose again.
We'll be in first place.
We'll be tied for first again.
And it'll be perfect because
got to buy.
We can rest up before we play our divisional rivals. Them ain'ts. Them ain'ts. You don't deserve no S.
No quarterback.
You don't deserve to have your full name and get shut out in Santa Clara.
Right.
13-0 by the 49ers. But I know they're a good team. But hey, Mike, if I recall, didn't we beat San Francisco?
Yeah, we beat San Fran.
Which makes us better than them. So I like our chances.
Yes.
But anyway.
They got lucky the first time.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But yeah. Let me talk about the Steelers a little more. They have some weapons on the outside. My guy George Pickens from Georgia.
Hey, that's the NBA young boy. That's the NFL young boy.
Yeah, he's nice, man. So they got him. They got solid tight end. I can't pronounce his name. Furthermore, he's nice.
Yeah, I don't know. If you got him on fantasy, he's solid.
He's solid tight end. But yeah, the Steelers are not like the Steelers of old with Big Ben and Troy Polamalu and Ryan Clark, all those guys, Antonio Holmes.
It's a whole new core. It's a whole new
AB. They're not the dynamic defense. They have a great defense, but they're not that dynamic defense, heavy run, and star wide receivers and a star quarterback. They're kind of like us. They're rebuilding. They have somewhat of an identity. They have a really good running back in Najee Harris.
They're just missing a quarterback.
They don't. I don't think they. Well, we have to give Kenny Pickett some time. He's a rookie. Come on, just out of respect, bro.
They're missing the quarterback.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that yet maybe after year 2, if he, you know what I'm saying, it's underwhelming,
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, it's time for Pittsburgh to, look for another quarterback. But
Right.
yeah, I think I like our chances, man. After a tough loss we had in DC against a good team, the Commanders are both of these teams. I feel like the Commanders and the Steelers are underrated. They're like, okay, they're not the top tier team, but they're like the middle of the road. But
Right,
still,
middle of the pack.
you can't sleep on them.
Still can't sleep on
Those to me, those are like
Sound like
the
the
most.
Falcons.
Those are the most dangerous teams, and we're one of those teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't sleep on them.
Those are like the most dangerous the most dangerous teams because you can't sleep on them. You gotta respect them, and you know what I'm saying. You gotta play your best if you want to get a dub. But I'm a predict a win, man.
I want to say, give me your predictions, man. What is the score going to be? And give me your general predictions on the game this Sunday against the Steelers.
Okay. I predict we win 31-21. 10-point win. And how we'll win, once again, dominate the ground game. Winning the point of attack. And I believe Mariota's going to, I feel like he's going to make some big throws this game. I can see him. He's getting a little more comfortable, playmaking. He's going through his read. Mariota seems more poised now. Like these last few games, even in the Bears game, like he seemed more poised. He's moving around. He's controlling the offense. Taking the offense under his wing. So as he should as a veteran quarterback. But I think he's starting to get back to his old ways, like how he was at Oregon and at Tennessee.
Yeah,
you can I could see it. Even though he had that, I wouldn't say it was a mistake. It was just a great play by a defender.
Yeah, that's it. Great play, 50-50 ball.
Because he did drive us all the way down.
Come on,
a chance to win.
Come
but
on.
I just think back at home, I think the Falcons they can kind of seize, what's going on around the league. We're flying a little bit under the radar, but we still have a chance to win the division. So I think the Falcons are gonna be motivated to, play their best and get a dub by any means. Come up this Sunday. So I feel like it's gonna be a heavy run. I think the defense is gonna continue to play well and get better. And I feel like, a couple guys going. I could see. We haven't had all season, Mike.
What?
A long passing touchdown.
Okay.
I could see maybe Drake London catching the deep ball off Mariota or Zacchaeus
First take.
I'm calling it, man.
You call it?
Yeah, a touchdown, a deep, either like a 40, 50-yard bomb from somebody, man. We need some more explosive plays, man.
Okay, well,
what you think, Mike?
I hope that happens, but I think the score is going to be 24-13 Falcons.
Okay.
I think they score a touchdown, maybe kick a field goal, or maybe even score another touchdown. I think they do get in the end zone eventually. But I think the Falcons are going to have a chance to really open it up. Maybe, like you said, have that long pass and play. I think one of the backs have a star two touchdown type day. And I think we definitely get some interceptions. I think the defensive line steps up, continues to step up, and Grady shows why he's an NFL top 100 player. So 24-13 Falcons.
I like that. That's the first time since we've been doing the show that your predictions have been lower than mine. Usually I had a lower score.
We don't really gonna score a lot of points.
Hey, we gotta have this is the game where we need to have a breakout performance.
I don't know.
I mean,
let's see.
Hey, it's the NFL. I mean,
you're right.
Sometimes great defenses don't always, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can get exploded on any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
So those are our picks. Falcons fans, I hope you agree.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be having clips up, so make sure you engage and comment, share, and like our posts.
Definitely.
As we grow our platform. Let's get to it, Mike. Your favorite segment, man, outside the trap, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I see you got on here the most exciting Thanksgiving game. What was yours? Because there was a lot of games, but what was your most exciting?
Man, while I was eating my turkey and dressing, my mac and cheese, man, I was enjoying all the games. But my most exciting was probably it was between the first one and the last one. Like the Lions and Buffalo, the Lions surprised me because I thought I kind of thought it was gonna be a blowout because Buffalo is the Bills. There are a lot of people's Super Bowl favorites this year, but the Lions, they fought hard. They played well.
Yeah.
At home, usually they lose. Usually people just pencil them in as a loss at home on Thanksgiving, but you know, that game was interesting. You know, it was really good. Jared Goff played very well. Made a lot of big throws to your boy St. Brown.
Come on now.
And
Fantasy stud.
I wish my guy Jamal Williams would have gotten the end zone more, but
Yeah.
that's another story. But yeah, my favorite one was the Vikings and the Patriots. Yeah, that game was high scoring.
Vikings Patriots.
JJ was going crazy.
I didn't watch that one.
The Vikings. It was late 8:30 game.
Yeah. I tried to watch it.
Yeah,
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah,
But not much.
but yeah, it was good to see the Vikings bounce back after that embarrassing loss to Cowboys.
Yeah, they need.
That was good, and then the Patriots played good too. That game came down to the end.
Okay. I think mine was probably. It was like you said. It was between. It was obviously the Bills and the Lions. Just seeing the Lions fight that hard, but knowing that you get Josh Allen the ball, he gonna make some plays. He give it to Diggs. Diggs catch the ball, timeout, boom, boom, kick the field goal. They hugging hands like holding turkey. I'm like,
it's crazy because
the
Lions
Bills,
had
man.
just scored
Just
like
scored.
20 seconds. You can't leave no time on the clock.
no time on the clock. I'm like, okay, Josh Allen, like this is a big moment for him. He delivers yet again.
Yeah,
So it'd be exciting to see those guys in the playoffs. But after that, it was that Cowboys game, man. It was really exciting just to watch them play. Saquon, they did their thing. Surprisingly, they were both 7-5, so big conference game to see that, and just to see
they
CeeDee
were both
Lamb
7-3.
7-3. Yeah, I said 7-5. I was thinking about fantasy.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, 7-3. But yeah, that was a big game. I thought they should have gave that boy CeeDee Lamb that catch, but
Man, what?
that was a tough catch. They said that's the most watched NFL game in regular season in history.
The Cowboys Giants that Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people was watching it.
A lot of people with their families. I assume eating good food, watching the game.
I can see that because kind of like
Yeah.
the pandemic and people are now starting to, like you said, everything's starting to open back up, and just the first year things are a little normal. I can see why it was the most, watch game in NFL history so far.
Yeah, and with things opening up, like just to get off topic of football, like with the World Cup happening this year,
Yeah.
but like that kind of like opened everything up full circle around the sports world, sports landscape.
Yeah.
So that was good. That's good to see.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm also happy that we've all adjusted to COVID.
Yeah.
The whole world, and now for us who are living, unfortunately those that passed away, it was difficult times. But those living, like how we had to adapt to this new lifestyle, kind of inherit it, but also kind of shift. And now we can, I don't know if you want to call this the new life or new way of living, but
Hey, different vibes.
different vibes. But hey, still having a good time. But let me get to my favorite performance, man.
What?
Hey, I know I spoke about it just a lot and outside the chat, but I gotta keep talking about these guys, man. How about Mike White, man?
Hey, man.
Coming in for Zach Wilson, man, after his pitiful performance last week, he had a day. Mike White had a day, Mike.
What do you have?
Man, he had 3 touchdowns or 315 yards passing. I think he had a quarterback rating over 100. Man, found Garrett Wilson in the end zone twice. Another one of my fantasy players. Hey, I saw the post-game interview. The head coach was like, Mike White, he's been impressive, and we're looking to, keep him here for the rest of the season. So, Zach Wilson, I'm sorry, but looks like your backup got your spot, man. But and just hearing everybody's attitude, like they were happy. Like I heard Garrett Wilson's his post-game conference. He was like, yeah, man, everybody just bought in this week. After last week, we had high energy, had a good week of practice.
Yeah.
Their energy is high, and they're winning because the Jets franchise hasn't been winning since I can't remember. I think I was middle school. It was so long ago.
Maybe with Chris Martin, the running back.
Oh yeah, Curtis Martin. Yeah.
Curtis Martin.
Actually, they were actually winning back when Sanchez was quarterback.
A little bit.
They had a dominant defense.
Yeah,
Rex Ryan was coach.
Yeah, a little competitive.
Yeah,
sure.
but Mike White, man, hey.
Shout out to him doing his
Shout out to
thing,
you,
man.
man.
Taking season a moment, man.
You
When
get
they
the
call your
game
number,
ball
do
this
your
week,
thing,
my
man.
boy. Nobody saw that coming, man. 3 tubs. Whew, man. Against the Bears, too, in the rain.
Come on now.
Yeah, man. Hey, Mike, I got
Talk to me.
you got your own segment, man. Tell the people, man. Who are your top 5 fantasy football sleepers, man? You're a big fantasy football guy, man.
Come on, I'm a guru when it comes to fantasy. Y'all know this. Sleepers.
Who you got?
It's gonna be St. Brown.
Okay.
Sleeper, I say he's a sleeper because he has a great postseason schedule. A lot of favorable matchups. Secondly, who else is going to thrive? It's going to be Travis Kelce. I mean, I feel like when postseason, he just gets
He's not really a sleeper.
He's not a sleeper. I'll just stop about that.
Travis is the best tight end in the league.
Sleeper man.
Someone who people don't have their eye on, but who's dangerous.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
People Jones.
Ooh, down People Jones, Cleveland. Okay.
Deshauwn Watson coming back next week. He's already had I think over 5 games with 10+ points, so in fantasy points. So definitely watch out for him. Also, Zay Jones.
Oh yeah, he had a day.
He had a day this week. A week before he had a day. He's getting better and better.
Trevor's starting to trust him.
He's starting to trust him. Wide receiver 2. Hey, look for him. Also, if you don't know, that you probably been new, Trey Burks. Trey Burks is the big sleeper. Definitely got to watch out for him. He's starting to increase after the injury. Running backs. This is a sleeper, but y'all really don't know him. His name is Kyren Williams. I've been talking about this guy for a couple weeks. Y'all better get him. Y'all sleeping on him.
Oh man,
Kyren Williams. He plays for the Rams. He's running back. He's a sleeper. Pick him up. I'm telling you, they're playing bad right now. No quarterback. No 2 receivers gone. Running back just got released. They got a new quarterback coming in. They're gonna want to run the ball.
What happened to Darrell Henderson?
I think he's just not really getting the loads. He's not really getting the carries. He's the main guy.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, hey, those are my sleepers, man.
Good take, man. I agree, man. Those guys are all doing well right now. Fantasy playoffs for those people who play fantasy. Keep in mind, if you don't have those guys in your lineup and those guys sitting on the waiver wire, you might want to scoop them up before the playoffs start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. Before we get into my last topic, you did mention Deshauwn Watson, man. His comeback is his debut for the Cleveland is coming up, man. It's like, ooh, man. I thought we'd never see Deshauwn Watson again. How you feel about his return, man? Are you excited to see him play? You think it's kind of a weird suspension because he got suspended pretty much 3/4 of the season. Season's almost over, and now he's just about to play. So, do you think it's worth it, even though given that Cleveland is not in playoff contention?
Yes, it's worth it. They need to see how he is, man. It's been a long time since he played football. I'm glad he's back. He's a good talent. On the football field, he's a good talent. He's exciting to watch. And so it'd be nice to see him with Cooper Kupp and People Jones, and maybe he'll spark that team to be like, okay, this is what we had to look forward to next season. So I'm excited to see it, man. Everybody been long waiting for this, so it's kind of like, all right, let's get
the wait is over. The Cleveland fans hey,
let's see if it's really worth all this money.
Shout out to Jacoby Brissett, man. He been doing his thing, man, holding it down. He's been playing pretty well, even though Cleveland has a losing record. He's a solid quarterback. He's holding his own. Jacoby had to fill in, for Deshauwn Watson.
Hey, they ain't beat us though.
Oh yeah, they ain't beat us. We played them early in the season. Yeah,
nah.
We whooped that tail at the Benz.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. Last time outside the trap, man. Right now in the NFL, man, who do you think one team? Who do you think is the most dangerous team?
Bills.
Oh, I was fast.
Well, I take that back because they just lost Von Miller. We got to see with the injury, so I'll say Chiefs.
Okay.
Most tough because they got weapons.
Most dangerous.
Dangerous. They can spark like this.
Hey man, I got a new team for you.
Don't say the Dolphins.
Miami, man.
Oh my God, they're phony.
Pretenders. You think they're pretenders?
Yeah.
I think they're contenders, bro.
They might be.
Their defense is.
I think I said
underrated,
contenders. I think I said contenders last year. Yeah. I mean last week. They probably are contenders, but I don't think they're most dangerous. But
okay,
we'll see. We'll see. I respect the answer though. I respect the saying that they're dangerous. I have to really see Tua in the playoffs. I think he'll thrive in the playoffs, but I have to see it physically, see him do it.
That's true because we haven't seen Tua in the playoffs. But
right.
I'm gonna give an NFC most dangerous team.
Okay.
The 49ers, man.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
I know Dallas and Philadelphia are superior, but 49ers are right there, and they can. I feel like they can be both of those teams.
I got one question.
What's up?
Where's OBJ going?
Ooh,
It's the end of the month.
I think all the fans want to know.
It's the end of the month. Where's he going, people? Dallas. It's looking like Dallas. Is it Dallas?
He's going to America's team. I'm sorry.
You think so?
Yeah, he's going to Dallas, man. Okay. Without a doubt. He did say after Thanksgiving games he was going to make his decision.
That's what I'm saying. What about Miami? He just got he got like a
he got a little altercation. I saw that. I don't know what he's doing in Miami.
But
hey, I feel like I think Jerry doing.
He go down there with Tyree and the boys.
Hey, then Miami really dangerous now.
Little Waddle.
The dance mic. But
or the Bills. I don't know. Man.
I think he's going to Dallas, man.
San Fran.
They don't need him. They so loaded out there.
Maybe they just need another.
Garoppolo wouldn't know what to do.
Right. At all.
But yeah, I see him going to Dallas, man. A lot of people were saying he could go back to New York, but I don't see him go back to New York. I just feel like Dallas, knowing Odell, he's a flashy guy, man. He wants to, he played with LA last year. Unfortunately, he got hurt in the Super Bowl. He made it. It's crazy. He caught a touchdown pass before he got hurt.
Yeah.
The guy's, he's arguably one of the world's greatest athletes. One of the best wide receivers in the league when healthy. So we'll see where he goes. I know the NFL world is watching. They want to know, but I think he's gonna go to Dallas because they're playing well right now. Definitely gonna make the playoffs. They got a great defense, and all the critics are like, "Oh, what is Dallas gonna do in the playoffs?" The norm has been, or the narrative has been, "Oh, Dallas, they fold in the playoffs. They play well in the regular season, but they come through in the playoffs." I think Odell Beckham can put them over the top with Dak being healthy now, with them having a dominant defense. Hey, the sky's the limit for Dallas. If they get Odell, I think even without Odell, they're still straight. But if they get Odell, that's another weapon for Dak.
I think it's all good. Make it happen. But Dallas not gonna go nowhere in the day. I think when you put too much pressure on Dallas, they always crumble somehow. They need to be a low radar team.
Like chocolate chip cookies.
They're the way they're playing now. People are starting to expect something. And through my history, when I've grown up watching Dallas, whenever they start getting expectations, that's when they fail.
They melt.
They start melting when they have expectations to do these things. If they just stay on the radar, but it's hard because you're Dallas, you're the Cowboys. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna. Great sign, but I don't think it's gonna work out at the end of the day.
Yeah, we'll see. If I'm right, man, we're gonna have to cut this clip, man. Have to post it, but
clip it up.
We'll see. I don't know when Odell's gonna make his decision, but obviously we'll know in the next coming weeks as NFL season winds down, and we'll be winding down as well today. And that's it for Birds in the Trap.
Gang.
Like I said, more content on the way. Me and Mike, we're gonna be hitting the streets. Talking
people.
to the fans, seeing what y'all like and what y'all want to see on
Falcons
the show.
Fans like how they feeling.
We got to see what do y'all want on the show, man.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our page, and follow us on all our platforms, man. We everywhere.
Yes.
TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. We everywhere, man. Birds in the Trap. That's it, dog. Peace out.
Signing out.